Ah, the garden's looking sad. The garden's looking real sad. But you know what? Later on today, I'm going to pull all of this out that's dying, and I'm going to plant garlic so that we'll have wonderful garlic at the end of next June. And so that's going to be really cool. So things are changing. Pickles likes the sun. Do you like the sun, Pickles? Hey, hey. What are you looking at? Is there a squirrel? Uh-oh. You pretty girl. What you doing? What you doing? Laying in the sun? That feels good. Hey, Mama, can I check your babies? Can I check your pretty babies? Thank you. Hi, guys. You've uncovered. Are you enjoying the warm day? Time to count and make sure everybody's doing good. Okay. Look at you, pretty guy. Oh, you're so special. Oh, no, don't jump back. Come back here. Okay. One, two, three. We gotta check every day to make sure everybody's good. 4. There's 5 and 6. I found 5. And here's 6. There's 6. Oh, look at you guys. Oh, how pretty you are. See the babies, Pickles? You see them? She loves the babies. Oh, now we got to put them all back in the hole because they need to stay a little warm, even though it's a nice warm day. Yeah, you guys. Oh, you little chocolate boy. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm glad we got a chocolate rabbit. Yeah. Okay, go back in with your brothers and sisters. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Shall we cover you up with some of Mama's fur a little bit? Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Okay. You guys rest. I tried to take some clips. I don't think I'm going to probably get them together very well. It's just going to be like, here's a clip, there's a clip, there's a clip. But you can kind of see what's going on around here. It's such a beautiful autumn here. I think this is probably the best autumn we've had since we moved here. So I'm enjoying today. But I got to thinking about everything that's going on lately, and 3 weeks ago today I had a total knee replacement to my right knee, and the doctor warned me before the surgery. He said this is a very painful surgery, recovery from surgery, and you will struggle with that, but once it's better, you will really be much better off. He wasn't kidding. I thought I was used to dealing with pain because I've got the fibromyalgia and I've got other things going on, but this is a whole new level of pain. And I went in and I told him on last Monday when we had the post-op, I said, I'm still on pain medicine. He says, oh, you will be for a long time. But it'll get better in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and it'll start improving and getting better from there. Well, it's already doing that, actually. I still have the pain, but I've got very good mobility. I walked out here without any cane or walker or anything. That's pretty awesome. And so it kind of reminded me of what we're going through right now, because the world is in an interesting place right now. I kind of call it the I don't know phase. I don't think there's ever been a time in the world like this. There's always been wars or crises or destruction, devastation. There's always been good in people. There's always been positive things that you could look to in society. There's been changes all throughout history. But this particular time is so unique. In an age of information, we can study, we can learn, we can discover things we never knew before. And since COVID started, we've been in this period where for those who have chosen to look at it, and I know that there are some that don't feel comfortable doing that, but for those who have chosen to look at what's going on and really study it, it's been an interesting, wild ride. The very first thing that you discover is that everything that you thought you knew, not true. And when you've lived for 55 years and you've voted for people that weren't good but you thought they were okay, when you've participated in activities that you thought were okay, but you find out that maybe there was something a little bit not right about them. Um, Organizations and people and churches and things that you thought you knew who they were, what they stood for, and you kind of, chose based on your values. Well, you suddenly find that those things are not necessarily fitting with what you believe. They just made it look like that. So it was a hard time to go through. And so then you start doing the research because you want to know what really happened. I mean, what really is the true story of my life. And so many of us in the country have been spending the last 3 years just constantly researching, studying, listening, looking, watching, talking to each other, praying, a lot of praying. And we've found out so many things that we didn't know before. And it's been such a roller coaster because as you find out more information and as you watch what's going on in the background, you keep thinking certain things are going to happen. And then they just don't. Or they happen differently than you expect. And that's all part of the game right now. There's really truly a war going on for the whole world. I mean, this isn't an American thing. This isn't a certain kind of people thing. This is like everybody, everywhere, every nation. Everyone's dealing with this. And there's a war going on between some very bad people who have lied to us and told us these fake things and led us to believe things that weren't true for many years. And people that want to know the truth, that want to have things done right, that want to live according to a certain, moral code that doesn't include really terrible and horrendous things that we've been learning about over time. We want to get rid of those things and have a good society where people can live well and be happy and not be stressed and tired and worn out like we are right now. But right now we're in the I don't know phase because there's been so much information thrown out, and sometimes it's a lot of disinformation because if you're going to win the war, you don't want to tell the bad guys what you're doing. But the good guys want to know what we're doing. It's really crazy. It used to drive me nuts if I didn't know what was going on. And then in the last couple months, I've realized that I don't know if what's coming will be tomorrow or next week or next year or 5 years from now. I don't even know if we'll win the war. That's God's choice. But He does seem to be helping us fight it, and that's a blessing. But in the interim, the waiting, when we're tired and we are struck down by so much, families having to work 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet, prices going up so that we can't afford anything with the paychecks that we get, cities becoming more violent and not being safe to live in. The list goes on and on. And so we're stuck in this place of I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't really like the way we're living. And we have some ideas about what might fix that and what might be in the plan for fixing that. But we have to wait. And I don't think anybody is really good at just waiting, especially when your whole life is kind of dictated by what's happening right now. But I got to thinking about this knee and this issue that I've been thinking about with all this, I don't know feelings and the waiting and the stuff. And the knee has been hard. I will say that it was much harder than I expected. But today I'm walking around my yard a little gimpy, but without a cane or a walker. I am kicking leaves in my grass. I am watching my dog play in the yard. And I still hurt and I'm still taking medicine, but it every day improves. Every day gets better. There was a plan. Let's fix this knee. You need it fixed. It's going to be hard. You're going to go through some tough times. Yes, I do have a physical therapist that sometimes I think is trying to kill me, but Honestly, it's for my own good. I'm going through some tough times with this, but I can see that the improvement is starting and I'm getting better. It's already better than it was. Thank goodness. And it just kind of reminds me of the situation we're in. Things are bad, things are hard, things are difficult. They're worse than we expected. And yet, I still believe with all of my heart that there is something coming that is better. That we are going through all of these birth pangs for a reason, trying to create something new for everyone, not just for Americans, but everyone involved in this, all the nations, all the people that are struggling so much and in so many ways. And so I wanted to just kind of put out a message of hope and say that, we may not know what's going to happen, but there is someone that does. God is still in control. And I pray that you can find a faith in God. I pray that if you know God already, that bond will continue to strengthen as we go through difficult times. Often that's what it takes to turn us to God, is something very difficult, something that makes us look beyond ourselves to past the things we can't control to the one who can control them. God is really in control right now. He's going to use some people to do some things, but we have to remember that no matter who's good or bad or whatever, all of those people were still created by God for His purpose. And I do believe that overall we're winning the war and we are going to make things better. And I think that we are going to go through some very, very, very difficult times. And I think that we will find that they're probably even going to be worse than we expected. But I think one day we're going to be able to take that step without the walker or the step without the cane. I think one day we're going to be able to get a paycheck and pay for food and have a little left over so that we can buy our kids something that they've wanted for a while, or so that we can put some money in the bank and feel a little safer about our situation. I do think there's going to be a time when it's safer to go out into society and people are going to be kinder to each other. I do believe that we're going to find people to lead our country that will want to lead it for good purposes and not nefarious purposes. I do think that we are moving in the right direction. But living through the I don't know is hard, and sitting still and waiting is hard. So I want to say to you, keep the faith, keep the strength, keep the belief that there can be good come from this. We were in such bad shape before that it's not going to be an easy road to fix it. But we will fix it, God willing. And so I just want to encourage you today and say, have a good day. I've kind of noticed another thing, and then I'll shut up and let you go for today. But there's kind of two groups of people forming in society. And I think people are starting to realize that there's things that we need from each other. You still have those arrogant, hateful, angry people that just aren't nice to deal with, that they give you a hard time no matter what you do. But I'm encountering fewer of those as I go. What I do notice more is the kind words, the thank yous, the holding the door open for somebody and then the have a good day as they leave. I've been trying to make a very conscious effort, like if we go out to eat, saying, thank you for your very good service, making sure that they know that I appreciate who they are. And it's almost like everybody gets nicer at Christmas, where everybody's like, in a cheerful mood and nobody wants to be the Debbie Downer, so they're all nice and they're good, and then, mid-January hits and we're all back to our cranky selves. But I'm seeing that kind of person evolve and emerge in our society. The people that recognize that they can contribute to making a better society, even in this I don't know phase where we don't feel like we're going anywhere, just simply by helping out, offering a helping hand, a kind word, a phone call, a visit, spending more time with your kids, laying on the couch petting your dog. There's things you can do to make the world better, And I am really feeling that. I'm really feeling the multitudes of people who are trying to do that same thing. I go out into society now and I encounter so many people who are trying hard to make the best of our situation. So try to be one of those people. I know most of you already are. And try to have faith when faith is hard to find. Believe in yourself that you can wait, even though you don't know. And keep learning, keep researching, keep trying your best to live life as normal as possible. Prepare and do all those things that we've talked about in the past. But don't stop living in the I don't know. Live better, live stronger, live with purpose, because we know that we are changing something here. And the more positive we are, I think the more positive the outcome. So just like my knee, when I go to physical therapy and I know that it's going to hurt, and my killer physical therapist, but when I do what he says and I come home, I'm stronger. When I act in a way that helps the cause, I get better. So let's all keep doing that and enjoying the beautiful things in life, like baby rabbits or puppies in the sunshine or falling leaves in the wind when it's nice, beautiful, warm day. Enjoy grandkids or grandparents, or drives in the car, or a fancy dinner that you make yourself, or just a bologna sandwich with somebody out in the park and a picnic. Do those things and make your life the best you can. And let's live right now in this time the best way that we can. I really love you all. I thank you so much for all the support that you give me every day. It makes my life so much better. And let's hang in there together. I wish you a very good weekend. And you guys just take care of yourselves. I love you. Keep the faith. Trust in God. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye.